The majority of 9/11 victims' family members, according to scores of groups we've had live on air, said they believe 9/11's a total inside job. Not just lie hop, let it happen on purpose. No, my hop made it happen on purpose. The majority. Going back 3+ years ago, Bill Doyle, publicly head of the biggest victims group, I forget, 10,000 families? His son Joey died in the towers, saying, yes, I believe it's an inside job, and more than half our members believe it. That clips in Terror Storm from the radio show. But the point is that the establishment always wraps themselves in the firefighters, the police, the dead people, and says, let us have more wars, let us attack Iraq. They carried out 9/11, yellow cake, WMDs, nukes. And Bill O'Reilly, the Daily Mail today in England, all of them are coming out against Charlie, saying, how dare you attack the families, when I put Charlie in touch because he wanted to talk to him with Bob McIlvaine and others who are begging for this meeting with the president. Not just Charlie, but Charlie getting the meeting for them. That's what this has really all been about. That's part of the next phase of this that I'm kind of announcing now. There's a lot more you don't know, folks. But this was all done to put it on Obama's plate that he's covering up 9/11 and complicit in the torture and the secret arrests and everything Bush set up, he's continuing. O'Reilly, you're the pinhead. You're the guy who in the 80s made TV shows for Extra where you exposed that the government killed Kennedy and was involved in narcotics trafficking. You know what's going on. You're the guy that bullies your employees. You're the guy that is really a creepy person, if anybody's heard those tapes and seen those transcripts. You're the guy that threatened Charlie Sheen and basically said you're going to end up in the river if you make this loose change thing. And little did we know you were threatening people for the White House, just like Beck and others have been in meetings with Bush, and that Mark Cuban was being threatened with being set up by the White House in emails and phone calls, now in the New York Times, if he put that movie out. Yes, we're engaging at point-blank range the New World Order, folks. We're in direct conversations with them. We're in direct confrontations with them. We're in speaking directly to them, saying, we know your eugenics plan. We know your whole operation. We understand. We have your founding documents. We know your blueprint. And we're openly having a discussion with you, saying we're not going along with what you're doing. And they respect that. They totally disrespect people that aren't aware of what they're doing. They're very evil, though, and are basically like, well, if you know what's going on, you see how dumb the public are, why don't you just join us? You know, that's kind of the idea and the spirit of this. It's very, very evil. So we're actually having an effect, thinking big, thinking bold. Does it mean we're going to have total victory? No, but we may. But it doesn't matter. We have victory in resistance. Resistance is victory. O'Reilly, you're a political whore. You support the bailouts like Beck, and then when it becomes unpopular, you say you were never for it. And you're a pinhead. You try to hold up George Clooney, who you've bashed before, and say he's a hero, but then Charlie Sheen's a pinhead, as if you are the grand judge, the white throne judgment, as if you're God. You know, O'Reilly's dad was a New York cop that beat the living hell out of him. O'Reilly admits he's a bully. We're not here to be bullied by you anymore. You understand? But I'll tell you what else just completely blows me away. That you have Bill O'Reilly and the Daily Mail in England, their third biggest paper, and all these other publications now trying to go with the spin that he's hurting the families on the eve of the anniversary, when it's the government that did these attacks with its corporate masters that sucks off their dead spirits, that uses their murder to empower their police state and the destruction of every free society on earth, and to bring in Northcom and Homeland Security brigades and 400,000 troops, all of it.